Hey guys, what's up? This is Shubh here, back again with the second video of the app development series. Now, in case you don't know about this series, then go and check out my previous video in which I have given just an introduction. In short, in this series, I am going to assist you in creating an Android application on PC or Mac with the help of a website known as Thunkable. So today in this video I will be telling you how to open Thunkable and introduction to its components. Watch this video till the end so that you do not miss any crucial part. To get started, open any browser and go to this website app.thunkable.com. Log in with your new Google account and you will see a screen like this. Now here all your projects will be shown. Click on create new app and write your desired app name and then click on OK. After some seconds you will have your workspace on the screen. So let me introduce all the components one by one. So here in the left side you have a section of palette where you will find all the necessary things you need to insert into your application like button, checkbox, etc. They are easy to insert in your workspace or application by dragging them. Here in the experimental you will find ads option by which you can add advertisements to your application. We will use these things one by one when needed. So here you can see designer and block section. So basically in the designer section you can customize your app and design it. You can see your app live, that how it looks. The settings of all the stuff like photos, buttons, banners, etc. is done in this designer section. In the block section you have to do block programming, like all the functions and controls are to be set up here. For example, you have added a button on your screen. So in the block section you have to program that if that button is pressed, what should happen, like an image should open or any new page should appear or anything according to your wish. So basically you can say designer controls all the looks of the application and block helps in performing tasks. So I guess you must have understood the significance of these tabs. Now if you want to learn more about the options in the palette, then select that thing, click on info button and you can read how that thing works. Or else if you don't want to read particularly, then don't fear, I will tell about them when they will be required. Now before moving ahead into the video, one suggestion I would like to give to you guys, that if you want to create a top-notch application, then you have to give a plethora of time to get away with this interface, and for my benefit, subscribe to the channel if you are really interested in app development. So here you can see screen 1. Now screen is a page on your application. Screen 1 means the home page of your app. If you want to add any other screen, you can do that by clicking on add screen. The use of alternate screens will be like when you have a button and you have programmed that on clicking the button, screen 2 should appear. So here you should have that particular screen made. Now moving towards the right side, we have properties tab where we can set the properties of various elements like button, checkbox, slider, etc. on the screen or pages. I guess you will find it easy to understand the option under this properties tab. In short, all the tasks related to designing of the element will be performed in this tab like color, size, animation, etc. Now for some seconds, watch the screen how to work with this properties tab. Everything will be shown live to you as you will change the properties. This was the basic description of the components and tabs present in the workspace. So now I will show you that how you can work with the blocks section. I will demonstrate you with an easy and simple example where we will have a button on the first screen. On clicking the button, the second screen will appear. So firstly, add a button on the screen 1 and adjust its properties according to your wish. After this, add another screen named screen 2 which has to appear when the button will be clicked. After adding the button in the screen 1, go to the block tab and click on button 1. You will see many options. For my need, I will choose the first one which says when button 1 click, do. So drag and drop on the screen. Now I will go to the control option where all the alternatives of do will be present, like open another screen, close screen, etc. I will drag open another screen and will set it like we do in puzzles. Here, to enter the screen name, go into the text option and choose the first one which contains empty quotation marks. Now I will enter the name, that is screen 2, and that's it. Now whenever you will tap on the button, screen 2 will appear. There are lot of options in the blocks, so I request you to look at them once just for better understanding of these tutorials. So that's it guys for the introduction to the designer and block section. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you really did, and share this video with your friends and relatives. Subscribe to the channel if you are really passionate about learning app development without coding. Tech tips and tricks will be uploaded soon. Follow me on Instagram to stay tuned, and I will see you in the next cool video. Peace out.